When you think of China, you probably think of the Olympics and the great architecture like the Bird's Nest or the Water Cube. If you're not a sports fan, you probably think of the other amazing sites like the Great Wall or the Forbidden City. While all these were great to see, none of them had an impact on me the way the Hutong area did. If you haven't heard of the Hutong area, it's because there aren't any giant statues or great feats of architecture. A Hutong is a street or an alley, many times even a car can't go down it. They're characteristics of traditional and working class neighborhoods. Even though some of the houses cost almost as much as a house in Baltimore, there are these tiny holes in the wall. But the best part about the Hutong is, people choose to live there. They don't care about the lack of glitz and glamour that comes from living in a metropolitan city like Beijing. They just want to continue the traditions of their families. The most surprising part about the people that live here was an old man. He seemed almost straight out of a kung fu movie from the 70s. He was hunched over, and he had a glint in his eye that was either brilliance or madness. This man was once the world champion of cricket fighting. This may not seem like too much to a Westerner, but cricket fighting was and still is pretty popular in China. He brought us some of his crickets to show. They're not like your everyday cricket you'd find in a garden in Baltimore. They're gigantic. Yet he handled them with a grace that many people don't have, and he treated them like his children. He didn't care about money or possessions, he only cared about these crickets. Looking at this man and where he lives, I would have never guessed at where he came from or what he's accomplished. And that's part of the beauty of the Hutong. From the outside, it seems uninviting and probably even slightly dangerous. But inside, there's some real Chinese culture.